Morning. So Rosie said she loved the lunch yesterday and she crushed the breakfast quesadilla. It was the best one yet, and I should make the same one today. Well, I did something different. I did double cheese yesterday. So breakfast quesadilla has the egg, but it usually only has Parmesan cheese. I also grated in some raw cheddar cheese. And then when it's done, I drag it through some more Parmesan cheese to form a crust. I made a video yesterday morning with the fried rice. I'll show you how to do that probably early next week. Look how beautiful the crust of her double cheese quesadilla is. That's going to be fantastic. Now, I'm griddling her cheesy roast beef sandwich here. I'm always mindful of the amount of dairy Rosie has. I actually don't want her having too much, so this time for the cheesy part of her sandwich, I'm using this. This is dairy-free cashew cheese, and the ingredients are amazing. You can buy it at Sprouts, but it has a very nice cheesy flavor. It's Bobby approved, and she won't know the difference.
Guys, it's time to go. We have to rush.
We're running late. Friday lateness here, but Rosie, how do you feel about that quesadilla?
Very good, but getting nothing.
And crush the smoothie. All right, let's finish Friday strong. High five. You'll notice every day when I make Rose's protein superfood smoothie, I always put a scoop of Armor colostrum in here. And my code always works for 20% off your first order. But Rose, me, or Desi doesn't miss a day. And the way I take it is I take a dry scoop like this, directly in my mouth. Think about, what is Armor colostrum? Colostrum is the early mother's milk from grass-fed cattle. In the colostrum is the backbone of the immune system. Well, I want to dry scoop that every day. Also, colostrum, amazingly good for your gut barrier, your respiratory barrier, and it has hundreds of living bioactives. And they aren't killed because they use cold chain technology to turn the colostrum into a powder. They don't heat it and destroy the properties in here. Try it out. Get a tub of unflavored. You will love it. My code gets you 20% off your first purchase. Armor is the best. How much sugar is in your lunch? Well, let's find out. Oat bread looks healthy. Oats are nice, but one slice has 4 grams of added cane sugar. And keep in mind, I need 2 pieces of bread for a sandwich. I need some mayo for my sandwich. A 1 tablespoon serving has 1 gram of added. The overnight oats with the pumpkin spice are done. Nice and thick. We'll top that off with more yogurt. I realized I was low on this, so I ordered some more Greek yogurt. We got a special visitor in the pantry, Danielle. So we have a little bit of a problem with our overnight oats. We didn't measure the ratio of liquid to oats properly, so the flavor's really good, but we'll get back to the drawing board next week on that. Meanwhile, what are we going to make, Leilani?
We are going to make an apple pie parfait.
Yes, apple pie. Sure, Rosie. We're going to saute an apple in butter and cinnamon, then layer it in a clean mason jar with yogurt infused with protein, crushed up graham crackers. It's going to be yummy. It's going to be very fall oriented. The parfait portion is done. This is so good you could have it as a snack. The yogurt mixed with protein, mixed with vanilla. This smells like autumnal flavors in our kitchen. I'm going to kill the heat. Cooked apples in, like, I said 2 teaspoons of butter, but it was more like 2 tablespoons of butter. That's how I measure. And then after 10 minutes, dust over fresh pumpkin pie spice. I wanted to buy a new one. It's interesting. I still have a bunch from last year, but the flavor goes downhill on these actually after 3 or 4 months. So getting a new one for the season, I want those like pumpkin pie spices. I'll kill the heat now. It has to cool down before we build the actual parfait. Otherwise, the heat could break the yogurt a little bit.
Pretty good, but
Go for it. Honest Rose Honey first reaction. Oh no, Rosie, it's so good. She spit it out. Rosie, I promise you, this is delicious. I just had it here and I thought it was awesome. Maybe Rosie doesn't like, she's choking at it. What don't you like, Rose? It's delicious. Buttery apples, creamy protein. I disagree with Rose here. That's awesome. Here, how are you today, Danielle?
I'm good.
She said that my pantry is in a state of really bad messiness, so
You should really go shopping.
she's going to help organize it and get us good. This is Rose's corner, so I guess I'll blame Rosie on that one. Living